Good morning. You made it. It's Friday morning. The weekend's almost here, and you're going to have a great weekend. But before we get to the weekend, I want to ask you one question. Who do you fight with? Who rubs you the wrong way? It's probably someone you love a lot. It's probably someone that you live with. It's probably someone who's sleeping right next to you, or if you're, single, right down the hall from you. And, the people we love the most, those are the ones we have the most conflict with. Have you learned how to deal with conflict? I have a friend, she's so godly. I mean, she is one of the most godly people I've ever met. She's a real example to me. Incredibly godly family, very mature, very smart. She told me this story one time. She said her and her sister were having a fight, and her other sister came in and defended the sister against her. So 2 against 1. And she got so frustrated with them, it escalated in this huge conflict. And one of the sisters peels off, does that thing where they're going to run out of the room and slam the door. And as she leaves, my friend threw her Bible at her and hit her in the head. That's right. She threw a Bible at her. Even the most mature ones among us can get so frustrated we can throw Bibles. How do you handle that? Well, the Word of God tells us. 2 Timothy 2, verse 14. Keep reminding God's people of these things. Warn them before God against quarreling about words. Left to our own devices, we will always descend into the stupidest quarrels. Can anyone say Facebook right now? And this is really what's going on in our culture. This weekend at Bayside, we're going to jump into this idea of how do you use God's strategy for drama, fights, and arguments. You have a choice, my friend. When you're in a conflict, you're going to do it your way, you're going to do it their way, or you're going to learn how to do it God's way. If you do it your way or their way, it will make it worse every time. Conflict is not something we do well naturally because we have an ego. You have to learn God's way. Get to church this weekend. We're going to jump into 2 Timothy, the second half of chapter 2, and we're going to give great principles on how to have conflict God's way. So get to church. God bless you, and I'll see you there.